How's it going, guys? Today we're gonna learn the German sentence structure now, part 1. So let's go ahead and start it. I'm probably gonna suck at it because I don't know German, but we're trying to learn. So let's go ahead and learn it. Let's go ahead right now.
Hello everyone and welcome to our video series on Learn German for Beginners. In the last lesson you learned how to talk about your well-being and how to ask others about their well-being. In this lesson, we will be learning the basic sentence structure. You can visit our page on patreon.com to get free worksheets, podcasts, transcripts, early access to our videos, and more.
Let's go.
So let's begin. Lektion 9.
Lektion 9.
Once again, Lektion 9.
Lektion 9.
Satzstruktur.
Satzstruktur.
Noch
Wow.
einmal. Satzstruktur.
Satzstruktur.
Here's an overview of what we will be learning in this lesson. We will be beginning with the important parts of a sentence, the subject and the verb.
Subject and verb, okay?
We will also learn where the verb is placed and the types of questions.
Okay,
We will conclude this video with a short exercise.
great.
Here's the first sentence. Ich heiße Monika.
Ich heiße Monika. Okay.
Let's analyze this sentence. Ich is the subject. Heiße is the verb.
Verb.
The subject conjugates the verb.
Okay.
A conjugated verb is different from its base form. With different subjects, the verb is conjugated differently. This we will be doing later in detail.
Ich
Let's look at
heiße.
another sentence which we have already done. Ich wohne in Berlin.
Ich wohne in Berlin.
Again here,
Subject. So ich is the subject.
ich is the subject and wohne is the verb.
I live in Berlin, right? I live in Berlin, I think. In Berlin or whatever. Ich wohne in Berlin or Berlin.
A
Verb.
basic rule of sentence formation in German is that the verb is in the second position.
Okay.
The subject is placed either on the right or on the left of the verb. For example, in the sentence, Heute bin ich in Berlin.
Heute bin ich in Berlin.
Ich is placed after the verb.
Ich is the subject.
The
Placed. Okay.
verb stays in the second position.
Mm.
There are a few exceptions to it though, which
Mm.
we'll be learning later.
Great.
Now it's your turn to analyze one sentence. Ich bin müde.
Ich bin müde. So subject, verb, and then
What do you think? Where is the verb? And what's the subject?
this one's easy. Here's the subject. Ich and then verb.
Ich is the subject and bin is
Is
the
the verb,
in
yeah.
the second position.
Second position.
Now
Ich-
let's move on
Ich bin müde.
to the different types of questions. W-Fragen.
Wir fragen. What?
Already learned these before. Questions that start with wie, welche, was,
Wie, welche, was,
wo,
wo,
woher,
woher,
wie viel,
wie viel.
and many more are W-Fragen. Let's
W-Fragen.
analyze a W-Frage.
Wir fragen. What?
Wo wohnen Sie?
Wo wohnen Sie?
In this case, Sie is the subject,
Sie, subject.
whereas wohnen is the verb.
Wohnen is the verb. Okay.
Here's another one. Woher kommst du?
Woher kommst du?
Here, du is the subject,
Subject. And woher, I think, is verb, right? Or not?
and
No. Kommst du.
Kommst is the verb.
Kommst is the verb. Yeah.
in both these cases and all other W-Fragen, the verb is placed in the second position. The
Okay.
subject is on the right side of the verb.
Okay.
Now it's your turn to analyze a W-Frage. Wie heißen Sie?
Wie heißen Sie? So I think Sie is the
Where's the
subject,
Verb.
and then verb is the heißen, right?
And what's the subject?
Or not? I don't know. Sie is the subject. Is it not the subject?
Yes,
Yes.
Sie is the subject
Yeah, and then
and heißen is the verb.
heißen is the verb. So wie heißen Sie?
It is in the second position.
Second position, just like she said. Okay.
Here are some more W-Fragen. Wie geht es Ihnen?
Wie geht es Ihnen?
Wie alt sind Sie?
Wie alt sind Sie?
Wo wohnst du?
Wo wohnst du? Wo wohnst du?
Was sind deine Hobbys?
Was sind deine Hobbys?
Wie ist dein Familienname?
Wie ist dein
In
Familienname?
all these questions, the verb is in the second position and the subject follows the verb.
Okay, so subject, verb.
Now we move on to the next type of questions. Ja-Nein-Fragen.
Ja, nein, Fragen.
As the term suggests, the answer to these questions is either Ja or Nein. Hence, they are known as Ja-Nein-Fragen. I'm sure you remember doing these questions in our previous lessons. Now let's analyze them. Haben Sie Kinder?
Haben Sie
In
Kinder?
this case, the subject
Kinder?
is Sie and the verb is haben.
Okay, verb haben Sie subject.
Let's look at another one. Sind Sie verheiratet?
Sind Sie
Here the
verheiratet?
subject is
It's kind of
Sie
switching, right?
and the verb is sind.
Sind.
Please note that these questions are an exception to the rule we just learned. That is, here the verb is in the first position. Let's look at another example. Wohnst du in München?
Wohnst
Here
du in München?
Subject is du
Du
and the verb is wohnst,
wohnst.
which is in the first position and not in the second. So whenever there is a Ja-Nein-Frage, you will always place the conjugated verb in the first position and the subject will follow.
Oh my god, dude. That's
Here
a little
are some
complicated.
more Ja-Nein-Fragen. Kommen Sie aus Deutschland?
Kommen Sie aus Deutschland?
Wohnen Sie in Indonesien?
Wohnen Sie in Indonesien?
Spielen Sie Fußball?
Spielen Sie Fußball?
Sprechen Sie Italienisch?
Sprechen Sie Italienisch?
Verstehen Sie mich?
Verstehen Sie mich? Verstehen Sie mich?
Sind Sie 30 Jahre alt?
Sind Sie 30 Jahre alt?
Haben Sie Zeit?
30. What?
You
Haben
must have
Zeit?
noticed. Haben Sie Zeit?
Haben Sie Zeit?
You must have
Haben
noticed
Sie
that in all these questions, the verb is in the first place, followed by the subject.
So verb followed by subject. Great.
You need to face your fears.
Amazing.
Now it's time to practice what we have learned. Übung.
Übung.
Bilde Sätze.
Bilde Sätze.
You'll be getting some parts of a sentence with the subject and the verb, and you have to rearrange them in the right order to make a sentence.
Oh man, I really struggle at this.
Do remember, the verb will be in the second position. Only in case of a Ja-Nein-Frage, it will be in the first position. Here's the first one.
Okay. Okay, do I have to tell it? Ich heiße Tom. Ich heiße Tom. I think ich subject heiße verb and then Tom is the name.
And your answer should be Ich heiße Tom.
Yeah.
The verb here is heißen and the
Ha-
subject is ich.
Heißen. Ich heißen Tom.
Let's move on to the second one.
Wohnt in Berlin. What? I don't even know how to say that. My god, dude.
The correct answer is wohnt
Ah,
in
yes,
Berlin.
yes. Wohnt in Berlin.
Here again, the verb is in the second position. Wohnt.
Wohnt. Wohnt in
The
Berlin.
third one is
Sie sprechen. Yeah, that's actually right already. Sie sprechen Deutsch. Sie sprechen
and your
Deutsch.
answer should be
Ah, oh my god.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
I messed up. Sprechen Sie Deutsch? Great. I'm sorry.
Now this was tricky. Since there is a question mark, you have to make a question. And the only possible question here is Ja-Nein-Frage. That means the verb is in the first position.
Ah, sprechen Sie
Here's the
Deutsch?
next one.
Is that kommst du aus England? Kommst du aus England?
Since this one is also a question,
Yeah.
you will place the verb in the first position.
So kommst du
This will be followed by the subject. Kommst du aus England?
aus England?
And now
Kommst du?
here's the last one.
Oh my god, I have no idea. Wie alt bist du? Wie alt du? I have no idea, bro. No idea. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys.
The answer to this one is Wie
Uh,
alt bist du?
Aha. Wie alt bist du? Wie alt
Wie
bist du?
alt is considered together
Mm.
and will be placed in position 1.
Mm.
And now here's a quick overview of what we have learned. The verb, whether in the first or in the second position,
The subject
is
conjugates the
by
verb.
subject.
Okay.
The verb is mostly in the second position.
Mostly, not every
The
time, right?
subject is either to the right or to the left
the
of
left.
the verb.
Mm-hmm.
Questions beginning with W words, wo, woher,
Mm.
etc. are W-Fragen.
Wie fragen?
Here the verb is in the second place.
Mm.
Questions with answer ja or nein are Ja-Nein-Fragen. Here the verb is in the first place.
Ja, nein, fragen.
In
The
next
verb is in the
lesson,
first place when it's
we will
an yes or no answer.
continue with the sentence structure, and we will learn more
I mean, yeah, question, sorry, with an yeah or nine.
about the relationship
answer.
between a subject and a verb. If you want to practice what you have learned today,
What'd she say?
subject will continue with the sentence structure, and we will learn more about the relationship between a subject and a verb.
Ah, okay.
If you want to practice what you have learned today, you can download a free worksheet from our page on patreon.com. You can also gain
Okay,
access
guys, that was the class for today. I thank you so much for watching this class right here with me. Like I said, we're just learning the sentence structure for in French, not in French, sorry, in German right now, and we're also learning French at the same time. But this video is specifically for German, so I hope you'll like this video. I'm sorry if I stuttered, sorry if I made any mistakes. It's just that I'm trying to learn from scratch as well, and it's really hard for me. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe for more, hit the like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.